Welcome back to Seekers of Sarmanath, everybody. We have had a nice little break. Our party has reconvened outside of the Fletcher's shop. More of a hunting lodge, really, than anything. What are you all up to now that you've had some time to do some shopping and turn in some quests? What's the plan, Stans?
Tom...
you go.
Oh, Tom, a tiny bit tipsy, says, "Is this the armor place?"
No. I've already done there. I'll need to go back after our adventure up and to see where the griffins were attacking.
I need to go there too.
Well,
where is it?
It's that away. But, like, 2 seconds. And I lean around you and I'm like, Janla, do you have my cut? Or does he have my cut?
Janlar can't carry his own cut. Barely so.
Don't worry, I have all 475 gold pieces we were given as a reward.
That doesn't sound right. Give me my cut and Rose's cut.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go to the armor place really fast.
Janlar,
Okay.
Janlar, for your record, definitely took his 100 gold pieces.
I believe perhaps we should have a more reliable banker of the group.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I can't carry it because I'm probably going to die, as the Seeker trainers were telling me before I came back to join the party. So I just, like, you see my finger go across the crowd and then I point at Rose. You should probably look after it.
I don't know how much that is, though.
You got
Is
coins?
Is this a lot of money?
It's quite a bit of money.
I'm pretty sure that more coins is good, but I'm not so sure about the colors.
Well, see these ones? And, like, I hold up a gold coin. A few of these could keep a peasant, like, very well fed for the rest of their natural born life.
I don't think you should eat them. Usually that's not very helpful.
You
I feel like
trade-
it's a bit of an exaggeration.
I
Well,
agree.
what, a copper is a day, so if you have 100 of them, you can eat for a very long time.
That's about 3 months.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's 100.
We found the one who's not gonna be the bank either.
It's like
Right.
10,000 meals.
What?
Yeah, because
You said one of these could feed them for
That's-
their life.
No. I said a couple of these, right? Like a handful of them. But say 100.
Okay, that's 6 months.
Exactly, right? Like that's a fuck ton of food for a handful of coins.
Also,
Also-
if we start looking at the D&D economy in this way, it makes no sense whatsoever. The way money scales does not have
Oh,
any
it really
practical
doesn't
basis whatsoever.
But you could buy food in bulk, I guess. But anywho, back to what we were doing. I had my cut, is what I was asking. And
Yes,
here-
yes. What's 20% of 475?
No. It was 100 each. I remember this.
I'll
No,
say
no,
it
no,
was
no.
500 gold pieces he gave us.
Look, it's all Janlar's fault. He insisted we go to the bar. I tried to stop him.
Exactly. So you can take the 25 out of your cut.
Oh, out of my cut. It's not my fault. We went to the.
No, but you drank it.
I just went and ate some rations.
Oh no, Janlar, you're not pinning this on me. Look, I'm telling you, this man is insatiable. You know, we thought he was all skin and bones, and he really was. That's why he ate so much.
This way. Come on, we'll get you to the armor. And then I'm just
Yes.
like, but first, give me my cut. Like, come on, hurry up.
Hey, yeah, we'll count it on the way. Anyways, 20% of 475, and Tom starts doing some mental math under his breath.
I'd just be like, Janla, can you just put my cut into this bag when you're ready? Can you take the bag? You just give my, and then it's gonna be you. That's okay.
All right.
All right.
So,
And
money is
By the time we get
distributed
to the armor,
amongst...
Tom is like counting coins, and he says, "Here you go, all 95 of your gold pieces." Sandbar.
I just stare at you. You know what? Next time I'll cut your hands off. This is how I'm trained. today.
You've been saying this a lot lately. I feel like
Gonna say it's today's trend is cutting people's hands off. I feel like he just woke up today and he's like, I'm gonna cut some of his hands off. Like it's in my list of things to do.
you were so mild mannered before, and now you're just.
I've been on a cut for 2 days after losing Chandler through a door, and then somebody trying to put me to sleep. I'm having a bad couple days. And we woke up to you drunk, right? Like it's just not a good time. And now you're trying to shortcut me.
I'm not shortcutting you. 20%. I did the math.
Anywho, we go into Brimblestein. Did I say that right, Chandler?
Yes.
Brimblestein being the
armorer's place.
the armors, the leather worker is what he really is. But yes.
Yeah. Well, this is the guy we go to, so he's the armor guy to us.
Excellent! Welcome back in the shop. That was quick. Did you collect the 100 ferritin teeth?
It's not for me. It's for this drunkard.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Oh, I see you've been in
Image
your
of the
cups
drunk
today. Cheers. Let me get you another. Hold on. And he goes into the back and finds a big mug of brown ale and hands it to you. Yes.
I said, personally,
business is
I'm more of a
always
wine
done.
person myself.
Oh.
I'll have to pass.
Oh, well, apologies then. I will take that back. I find most best business is done over a cup of ale, but... perhaps you
I fully agree with you. It's just, we all have our own tastes.
I'll drink it. If he won't, can I have it?
Oh, indeed. Here. You have,
Thanks. And I just, as I normally do, I shotgun it, right? Like, straight down. And I'm like, that's some good ale. Thank you.
Oh, well, I got it rather cheap, to be honest, but, can't account for taste. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, we recently came into a little bit of wealth, and I'm looking for armor, perhaps a little bit more serious than what I have right now. You see, I have mail armor. I've got this nice chain mail right here,
Nice,
and
yes.
I'd like to get something a little bit more heft, a little bit more zest to it.
A little zestier. Oh, yes, I like a good zesty mail. Well,
I believe people call it splint mail.
splint mail. Oh, well, you see, I don't actually make that. Splintered metals, hard to work with. Very hard to put together. I don't really use metal very much except to fasten into leathers. I specialize in creating animal hides and the like into fascinating pieces of armor, much like what this young lady is wearing here. A fine example of my work.
Do you know a good metalsmith that might be more in line with
Turn-away business.
I know, but it's I think we're working in two different spheres here.
Alright, you need to find yourself Blackforge. He's a dwarf, so a bit of an asshole, but
Sounds about right.
does the best work around Sarmanath, at least for my money, that is. Outside of myself, of course. Good leather will get you a long way.
It will, but personally, I'm not the nimblest. I'll stick with a heavy suit of metal myself.
All right. Make sure you let him know who sent you. Yes.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too, young man. You too. Come back should ever you need any leather goods to Brimblestein's. We are the best around.
I will. And he stumbles out the door.
Just right. As we walk out, I'll lean into Janla and I say, "Oh, I had no idea Brimblestein was a poison one, was her. It seems he is."
Yeah, he seems to enjoy his poisons.
Mm-hmm.
His I don't know what you said. Carnivore?
I think he said carnivore.
I'm pretty sure that's a right word.
I don't know. I stopped paying attention now that he's drunk, so. To the armorer, I guess.
Yes.
You ask around in the streets. and make your way to another merchant in the quarter. A kind of low hut with a billowing chimney with black smoke putrid in the air. You smell sulfur and metal. You hear the banging within. As the telltale signs of your standard iron worker. Upon entering, you see a shirtless dwarf in the middle of his life. A long, black, bushy beard, kind of tied together loosely with bronze rings around it. He is muscled, much like Sambar, just packed and dense with large muscles that ripple every time he strikes the hammer. The sound of the hammer is almost rhythmic in its quality. The sound dances across your ears, much like a drum beat, perhaps.
You see Sambar just like with a smile, with his arms crossed, leaning against the wall as they walk in. I'm like, a man with good taste. Look at him, perfect.
A young human boy works the bellows opposite him, spies you as you come in, says, have a seat, we'll be with you in a minute, and continues pumping mightily. Eventually, whatever piece is hammered into a shape that has found the satisfaction of Blackforge, and he, with a large pair of tongs, picks it up, douses it into a long trough of water. Steam flies up
I'm
everywhere.
gonna be right back. And I slowly walk backwards out of the door
As
and
Rose
then
is doing it,
slowly close.
Rose is backing away. Tom takes a deep breath and says, the fires of industry.
I'm just like, Rose, you could have just stood behind me. No, she's gone.
And with that, Rose is out in the street. What do you do, Rose, when you are in the street by yourself? You're in
Well,
like
I
a
realize that
bustling
I'm
merchant
all by
corner.
myself outside and I don't really walk around through the streets, so I'm gonna lean against the next tree I can find.
Just gonna plant your roots?
As I can. I'll just be like,
You lean against the workshop, pulling your best Van Helsing impression. Alrighty. You get a lot of awkward looks in the bustling merchant quarter around you, but no one comes to approach you leaning next to the shop. Inside, Blackforge kind of dusts his hands off and stares to each of you. Well, welcome to my shop. What can I do for you?
I'm in the market for some new armor.
Hi, armor you want?
Yes,
What kind are you asking for?
I believe they refer to it as splint mail. Something with a little bit more protection to it than my current offering.
Hi, yeah? What are you wearing there?
Chain mail.
Hey, don't look like chainmail to me. The boy over here could do a better job than that. Anyway, y'all want
it's
some
chain.
splint mail. I don't do anything half-ass. You're gonna have to stand here for measurements. And I only get paid up front, you know.
That's fine. Let's go ahead and let's talk price.
Excellent. Standard splint mail made of iron. It'll cost you 60 gold. No, I'm sorry. That's how much it weighs. It'll cost you 200 gold.
Well, let's see here. In terms of raw gold, I'm a bit short of that, but I do have these, and I pull out a bag of diamonds.
Interesting. Diamonds aren't really my thing.
Mine is I still have like the full bag. I haven't used any of mine, so I don't know how many that is. I don't remember. I think
You have
changed the number,
20. You have
Okay.
20 little small diamonds that fit
Okay.
like a handful at a time in the palm of your hand. The dwarf looks at you. I know it's a bit of a unlike most dwarves, but I don't do the gem thing. If you get him a praise somewhere, go to a gem store and sell them. Perhaps I'll take your coin.
Okay. Do you know where I can find a gem store?
Hi. It's horrendous. Why do people come here with things other than gold? It's the currency that we use. Alright, yeah, I think there's a gnome down the road. Take care of you. I don't remember his name. Don't like him much, those stupid gnomes. Waste of space. Hey, you can't miss it. It's the shop with the big gemstone on it.
Thank you. I will be right back.
Alright.
And then Tom, like, drunkenly walks back out on the street and walks down the road again.
You drunkenly walk down the street, find a shop with a large gemstone sign. They will appraise your bag of small diamonds. Your bag, after it was split up amongst the 5 of you, contains 20 small, like, kind of flawless diamonds. They fit in like a pile in like a cupped in your hands. He sits there and will judge their quality and says, these are about 2.5 gold each, I would say. For the bag of them, I'll give you 40 gold so that I can make a profit on them on the other end.
Done.
Excellent. And he counts out 40 gold pieces to you, slides them over, and takes your bag of gemstones. Come on back if you ever need anything else changed over.
Thank you. And I walk out and I say, "Hey, Rose."
Hey.
I just got my diamonds converted to gold, but I find I'm still a little bit short of my my armor. Would you be willing to pool some money, to pool some resources together for the advancement of this merry group?
Are you gonna spend it on alcohol?
No, I'll go to the armor smith right now.
Well, how much you need?
Let me count. So let's see here. I took 100 from the bag, and then I have 29 plus 40. Can we do 35?
Sorry, did I get my share yet from you guys, or did
Yes.
you just
Each
like?
of you,
I think I'm still carrying it, but like.
Each of you
Right,
had the
so-
opportunity to put 95 gold on your character sheet, and whoever
Right.
carries it's up to you.
So I have my bag with my 95 gold, and I just extend my arm towards Tom. I'm like, is that enough?
Before we
Yes,
leave,
I'll bring you your change.
real quick, before we leave the jewel guy, can I pull out one of the crystal spears and get him to appraise one? While he's trying to
Are you talking about the gem that you pulled up from the lake, or are you
No.
talking about which
I'm talking
specifically?
about the big crystal spears that we got when we were
Oh, the spears. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, can we?
while
Can,
he's trying to suck money out of Rose because he's got no soul, I'm gonna be like walking past him again, going back in, and I'm gonna be like, "Can you tell me what these are worth?"
So you broke yours off kind of willy-nilly, right? You were just gathering them all at a time.
I don't think I
Goric had
shattered them, but like,
Goric had very specifically appraised his to find a nice
he gets
price.
sticks, not crystals.
yeah, you got,
They
like,
were crystalline
25
sticks.
25
Yes.
gold piece.
Oh, okay. I got like the spears because you were like,
Yeah,
there
you
was
were just
spears.
breaking them off. You were just chunking them. He looks at him and says, "Well, it's hard to praise these exactly. I haven't seen crystal like this before." He eyes it over. There's quite a bit of damage on these as well. I should be able to create some memorable pieces. But in terms of raw material, there's a lot of work to be done with this crystal, and who knows exactly how well it would sell. Tell me, where did you get this? It is highly unusual, very rare.
It's from the plane of the Silver Lord. You're not getting it anywhere else. And yes, it is exactly from where it is from.
The plane of who is the Silver Lord?
A forgotten god. Don't worry about it. But
Ooh, you got a magic crystal from the realm of a forgotten god.
yes,
a
I'm
good
a seeker.
story.
Oh, fire speaker.
Anyone worth their salt is not going to buy that, though.
1 second. I just walk out. I grab Rose by the shoulder and drag her back into the store. Ask her.
Hello.
It's you misunderstand, good sir. Hello, madam. Please help me
hello?
explain to your friend here. If you were to walk into a jeweler's shop and I told you I have a magic stone fashioned from crystals brought forward from another realm of a forgotten god, very exotic, very rare, you wouldn't buy it, would you? You would know it's a fake. Even if I were to believe you, young man, a very hard story to sell, you know?
And I like pull out the plaque. I'm like, this guy's realm. This guy.
Oh, it's a fancy plaque. Very nice. I bet you could sell
I
that
hate
for a
this
little
guy.
bit.
Sambar, what he's saying is it's not that he doesn't believe you, it's that he can't sell your story to others.
Well, he's a crook anyway. I don't see how he can't sell it, but sure.
I'm sorry, are you calling me a crook? I will have you know I am a very honest gnome. This is a terrible, terrible indemnity that you have given me. I think I used that word
my
right.
crystal. Slide my crystal off the table and just walk out. Sorry, Rose. I thought it could go well, but it's fine. Never mind. I'll just keep and for
So
now.
many insults on
Sambar
the
walks out
these days.
fuming over what he fractured his soul 5 times over for. I can't even sell it.
I fractured my soul for eating more than 5 things.
Oh.
I ate and licked everything.
Literally.
Literally.
It did. So I will look at the shopkeeper and will say, you have a lovely shop. Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're a peach. Thank you. Get better friends.
See Sandbar just like looking at his tinder pouch, he's like, I can burn this whole place down. And I look down at it and then I look up at Tom. I'm like, never mind, I don't need the tinder pouch.
You've gotten very evil in like the past. I guess we've all
He's
kind
had
of
a
gone
rough time.
downhill.
He's had it rough. It was pretty rough.
Like Sambar's gone full evil, Tom's gone full drunk.
I've gone through the ringer, so yes. Yes, I have. I can dial it back and becoming my normal character basis. Good guy that is actually evil. I need to royal it back a bit. So, did you get what you needed to?
Yes,
Blackforge will sell. Yeah, if you pay upfront 200 gold pieces,
200
Blackforge
gold.
will make you some standard iron splint mail.
Yep. I return 60 gold pieces to Rose, so I have 4 left over after that purchase.
As you guys leave, he kind of nods to you all. He says, "Can't help but notice you're wearing the seeker pins. If you end up with the opportunity, I've been posting odds and ends with the seekers from time to time. If you come across any rare materials, something actually worthy my skills, I'd be happy to sell you some armor I made out of them. At a discount, probably."
I have something you can help me with.
Aye. Now what be that? Is it a material worthy my cause?
It's silver from the plane of the Silver Lord. I would like to have a spearhead made out of it, and I would like to see if you could make this branch.
You
into
don't
this
want a
ship.
spear made out of silver. It's soft. It's a terrible metal. Ugh. These surface
Well, I just want
folks.
to use it just in case I need to kill something that's vulnerable to silver.
Ah, you want it
Oh,
silvered.
Yes.
You want an iron core with some silver on top.
Oh, well, I'm not a blacksmith. You're the blacksmith. Thank you for telling me. Can you use this silver on top of a steel core and then use this branch to make the shaft?
Aye, I can, but it's gonna cost you 100 gold for your uneducated ass.
Perfect. Here's 100 gold.
Oh. Alright then.
And I'll
Pleasure
give
doing
him
business with you. I'll
500
have it by the end of the day.
I'll give him
Wow, he's
500
fast.
silver and then 500 what is it? Yeah, 500 silver and then 50 gold so that it lightens my character's
Okay,
load.
yeah, no, he
500
kind of
silver.
holds up the silver that's all corroded and eaten through, and looks at it like, "Oh, what in the hell is this? You trying to swindle me?"
No, that's silver. They're silver pieces.
He kind of like rubs at the oxidization with his fingernail. Hey, boy, can we get rid of oxidation on silver?
I don't think silver oxidizes.
It doesn't this world,
This
damn it.
stuff does.
No.
I think
It's
it
from
does.
another realm, and it was special acid. Don't worry about it. Don't question magic, okay?
The boy nods, says we can get rid of it. He accepts it. He's quite happy to have made a iron. He's quite happy to have sold a spear for 100 gold, and he accepts it after just a moment's thought. Says, "I'll have it to you by the end of the day.
Perfect.
Hell, I'll have it to you in a few hours."
No worries. Perfect.
Oh, how long on the splint mail?
Split mail. I have the base set up. I need your measurements. It'll take you 2 weeks to get.
Okay, I'll pick it up after our next adventure, I suppose.
Excellent.
Would it use all 4 silver plates? Or bowls, should I say?
Yeah, he wants a fair bit of silver to
Yeah,
melt
so
down.
4 plates is heaps.
4 plates will do it. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I'm just trying to empty the
They're
character sheet.
especially oversized too, right? Because they came from this realm where the proportions were gigantic. So those 4 silver plates are a fair bit of silver, and he will melt those down and turn it into a silvered spearhead for you.
Are you hungry, Rose? Because these two have already eaten and drunk. And I turn to Gorak and I'm like, are you hungry, old man? What time of the day is it? Is it evening still?
I do not need to eat much in my advanced stage.
I know, but have you eaten?
I don't remember.
Perfect. We're gonna go get What time of the day is it now? I don't think we got there in the morning.
You guys got there in the evening. I'm just kind of letting you do whatever you want to do for your. Like,
We're just
downtime.
fluffing around the.
You're fluffing about
Yeah.
the town. It's been some time.
Fluffing about is kind of what we do best.
Yeah, yeah. If you wanted this all to happen within a couple of hours of each other and then like take a night's rest or something, that's totally acceptable. If you wanted this to be the course of a few days in Sarmanath and get a like nice long rest, that's up to y'all.
I want to go straight back out again. So.
Yeah, but I wanna at night, pretty much after dinner time, at the most inappropriate time, I would like to knock at the door of whoever is the most likely seeker to be in charge of nature and druid work.
Well, you will remember that you were introduced by the, excuse me, Joppin, who is the head of the Trial Natra.
Right, so I'm gonna it's gonna be like, I don't know, 2 a.m. or something, and then I'm gonna be knocking at his door.
You go seek out Joppin in the middle of the night. If you'll remember, he's kind of this like foppish looking older man.
He's a human though, right?
He's a human. He's a druid. He's got kind of long, straggly hair and a big, bushy beard, and is like got grays and stuff in it. And he's got sticks and leaves and just crap in his clothes. Doesn't really seem to take a ton of care of himself. At 2 a.m, you find him not in his room, despite knocking on his door. But on the way back from his room, you spy outside of the tower. There's a small little garden, and in the moonlight, he's just seated, meditating in the gazing up towards the light of the moon near that garden.
I sneak up on him.
You manage to do so. He seems to be fairly oblivious. I would have you roll, but there's no need. You sneak all the way up on him. You can see him just with his eyes kind of closed, looking up towards the moonlight in his meditation pose. His breathing very rhythmic, metronomic, perhaps is the word for it.
I'll do a little cough.
You cough a little bit. He kind of takes a moment, like he doesn't startle, but he lets out a long breath, right? Lifts his eyes kind of back over his shoulder towards you. Ah, Rose. welcome. What can I do for you? I
Hello.
saw your initiation, by the way. Lovely time.
Is this a bad moment?
Oh, no. There are no bad moments, are there? Come, join me.
Oh, okay. I guess I sit down on the ground. Is he not sitting on the ground?
He is.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he's sitting kind of cross-legged on the ground in this kind of
Right.
garden area.
I'm gonna sit down, and I guess I sit cross-legged since that's what he's doing. But I usually don't sit like that, so she's like taking a leg, and she's like, you know. Okay. All right. Okay. So when we came back to Sarmanath, I saw some griffins up a mountain peak, and they were circling as if they were preying on something or hunting for something. But it didn't look like they usually do it, you know.
Interesting. Tell me more.
And it's been the second time I've seen them. We've passed them before, and they were still doing that.
That is very odd indeed. Perhaps we should have you take a look, see what it is that has changed them. Perhaps there is something unnatural in the world that needs to be cleansed.
I just know that something isn't right there. But griffins are very big.
Griffins are smarter than your average predator. I have seen them hunt in packs before, though if you say they were searching for something, that would be quite odd indeed. Usually, if they find something to hunt, they will attack rather quickly when it presents a good opportunity. Have you ever been a griffin? Very freeing.
Wait, you mean I could be a griffin?
Oh, yes, with enough training. Here, watch. And he kind of like looks up to the moon again and then rubs his hands together, whispers a little arcane word, and his body forms and shifts and shapes its way, including its gear, into the form of a griffin. Kind of cocks its beaked head at you.
I extend a hand and I just before I touch the feather, I just stop myself.
He kind of like nuzzles his head into your hand. Kind of.
Oh man, I rub the griffin. I'm like,
I was gonna say, are all like druids this hippie? Because this is pretty baller.
He eventually shifts back into a man again. Kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, I don't know what it could be without more knowledge. Acting strange. I have heard tales of rift magics causing animals to behave strangely, unnaturally. Many a druid has been called to unusual natural creature to find some amount of rift magic at play. What else could cause a griffin to act strange? They are smart creatures, which makes them good for training. Perhaps these particular griffins have been trained. You should really try being a griffin. It's very freeing. You can fly, hunt.
I'd love to fly.
Yes,
I've never tried that.
you should.
What do I do so they don't attack me when they see me?
When you're a griffin or a human?
When I'm a... Well,
Or I guess in
when
your
I'm a
case,
Spriggan.
Spriggan. Yes. Well, I found that a lot of them are very sonic. If you have a good cry, then they will probably respond well to you.
a good cry.
Yes. Like this.
Oh
speak
god,
their
Greg, it's 11 p.m. I can't do it. I can't. Okay. Right,
see
I'll
it,
try to remember. Let's cry. I'll take a little note. Oh yeah, I
Yes.
see. Okay.
Yes, it calms
try.
them. speak their language.
You've been very helpful. You think I should look into the matter?
Oh, yes. I would imagine. If you don't want to, we could have myself or another fly over there and take a look. But it is usually those who find the strange thing that can seek it the best. You can only seek what you want or what you know. There's obviously a curiosity burning in you. I would follow it.
Okay, then I will have a look.
Excellent.
Thank you. That was really helpful.
Anytime, young one. Anytime.
I'll go now.
And then he just kind of looks back up to the moon.
And I guess I leave.
All right. So,
Yes.
what's up, Millman?
I was gonna say, I don't want to wait till nighttime, but I want to find a courier. Like, what was the metal-eating guy? Like, I want to find who's traveling back to my hometown out in the plains.
Oh, you want to find Horse Dog?
Yeah, Horse Dog.
You want to find
Is
a
he back in
Mercer,
prison?
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need to find a Mercer.
You know where the Mercers stay. There's like a guild house and a large kind of merchant quarter that is run by the Mercers. You can find a traveling Mercer, but if you're trying to find Horse Dog, you cannot seem to find him around, at least not in the evening hours here.
Oh, they decommissioned him. Damn. Anywho, I'm just like trying to find a Mercer so I can pay for a message to get home and receive messages from home.
Most merchants are part of the Mercer Guild, but you can find a traveling Mercer. After some time, you get directed to somebody who is traveling back out towards the Sea of Grass. They say, we don't often go that far, but I could make an exemption. If you needed a letter sent, we could make a detour. I would need to be able to pay for guardianship through the Sea of Grass. There are tribes of orcs and other nasties out there, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, we need to go back and slaughter them at some point. But how much will that set me back?
Oh, well, the message itself, free. I would not charge you for your message to family. However, to hire the guards, I think it would be along the lines of 5 silver per day of guarding. I think the travel into the Sea of Grass, you wanted us to go to Skillet's Creek, yes? That,
yes.
I believe, is about 2 days off of my road, and then 2 days back. So 4 days of guards at 5 silver. Let's call it 20 silver.
I have 3 fine bottles of wine here. Would you be interested in buying them from me? And I'll
What
give
is
you
the
silver out of it.
vintage on these, huh?
I'll just like pull them out and I'll show him them.
From Manor to Ronge down in Colvia. Ah. Well, wine is not something that sells particularly well on my route, but I could perhaps extend myself over to Hawk's Hollow, sell these off. Yes. And what was the price that you would want for these?
Well, I was given them at 150 gold of value, but I understand it'll be putting you out of your way.
All right. Yes, I will. I don't believe I can sell them to you for 150 gold each. Upselling these is going to be difficult in Hawk's Hollow. If I was going down past Colvia towards Door Castle, I think that could be fair, but I won't be down there in some time. What if I bought 100 gold pieces for 1 bottle? Allow you to perhaps sell the other 2 at a better price?
Sounds good.
Excellent. Why don't I give you 98 gold, and we'll call the 2 gold piece your fee for the protection to send the letter?
Sounds perfect.
Excellent. I will count it out for you.
While he's counting that out, I'm going to get the nicest looking one of the crystal spears. Obviously, the one that's least fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up real nice, and I'm gonna put it on one of the silver plates that I also got, because I had 4 bowls in a plate. So I'm gonna put it on the plate, wrap it all up, write a note to my mum and dad, and tell them about, I went on this adventure. We went up and saw the druids. I killed an earth elemental, and I put the earth elemental shard that I've got in that as well, and like telling them all the things. And I'm like waiting, telling them eagerly awaiting the pelt from the lion to show up, and like just like schoolboy excitement, right? To tell his mum all the things he learned that day, right?
Right.
Are they gonna send you that, or are they gonna?
I have no idea. I just know that it was meant to be coming to me at a later date.
They were not going to send it to him, I don't think. I think you were going to pick it up, but then you didn't go back. So they'll probably send it eventually. You wrap up this nice package with all of your adventures for your mom and dad, and hand it to this mercer. He counts out to you 98 gold pieces for the bottle of wine, and says, I will make sure it gets delivered.
Yeah, like, pull the cigar out. Thank you very much, and for your time. And because this cigar doesn't ash, right? I'm going to use my free create illusion to act like I'm ashing and actually make an illusion of ash fall off it, then walk away.
You make illusory ash fall from the end of your magic cigar. Excellent. You walk off. The deed is paid for.
Awesome.
So, you spend your night here in Sarmanath. You are up the next morning. Do you have any other business you want to do in Sarmanath, or are you ready to move on?
Does my spear come?
Yes.
The next day.
If you go back the next day, there is a silvered spear awaiting you that you paid 100 gold for. And
it is the Silver Lord's wood staff as well.
Yes, he used your crazy crystalline staff, and there is a silvered iron spear point on the end of it.
Well, I'm good to go. Are we good to...
I just wanted to inquire if Algernon has made it back from his quest, or if he's still gone.
You make it over to the library and ask over for Algernon. And the library keeper says, no, I haven't heard a word of Algernon since he left.
He didn't say when he would be back, right?
No, Algernon, he's a bit of a fluster, but he tends to keep to himself. If anyone would know, I assume it would be you, Rose.
That's why I'm worried. He tends to go in, to dangerous places. He just kind of wanders there. That's how we met. Oh, I hope he's gonna be okay.
Me too.
Thank you.
I like him a great deal. All right.
Okay.
So, are you guys going to leave Sarmanath and go do something else? Are you potentially going to investigate this noble house that was attacked and had some cult information on it? Do you have some other plans? Would you like to pick up a quest from the Seekers? Tell me what you guys are wanting to do.
I believe we were going to go on a griffin hunt.
A griffin
hunt. I would have suggested that. I would have pulled Journal aside as well and would have said, I know this hasn't been posted on a quest board. And I know it doesn't have any coins written under it. But can you just have a look?
Of course. We have a fair bit of wealth now, as well as we still have those gemstones that we acquired in the cave on the druid quest that we haven't sold. So we can definitely spend some time investigating these griffins.
Okay, so you gather your gear together and begin heading out of Sarmanath southeast once again, past the Amber Peak, searching out griffins. So, as you guys are making your trek along here, do you bring your cart full of goodies?
It's only like a few hours out of town, right? I don't think the cart's gonna do us much good in the mountains.
The last time you spotted them, they were only a few hours out of town. Time before that, they were down by Talon Bridge.
I think we'll probably leave the cart because we're going up into the mountains, so...
Janlar can't really carry all of his stuff.
Sandbar can help you.
I was gonna say I can carry everything that you have.
All right.
Plus you and...
Yeah, Sandbar could just carry you.
The god among satyrs, Sandbar. So, you pack up all of Janlar's stuff and you make your way outside of Sarmanath, and you are searching for these griffins that you have spotted a couple of times on your journey. They tend to circle and search and move along the mountains unusually. You don't immediately spot them flying overhead. Do you go into the mountains and begin searching through them, investigating the mountains and the switchbacks and paths through them, or are you going to walk along the old road hoping to spot the creatures flying overhead?
So we saw them twice. Were they both there at the same time of day, approximately?
I don't remember the time of day you spotted the first ones, but here, if we go over to this map, right? When you first spotted these creatures, they were down here where I'm pinging, just across from the Talon Bridge, on your way to the Manor Torange. The next time you met them, they were like on the way back towards Sarmanath, like up over here. So, probably a day's travel apart by the time you saw them.
I suggest that we just keep traveling down the road then.
Okay, I was thinking we could go here where we saw them and then head up into the mountains because they were circling around the mountains somewhere higher up.
But but they seem to move then, right? Like they would have moved down and then up, or from here up here.
Maybe.
Like they are circling, but they seem to move. Look for a place and move on and then look around and then something like that.
What do you think, Sandbar? You're the hunter.
Let me roll a survival check.
All right, roll that survival check.
I have no idea. I'm gonna say we'll go to below where we previously saw them, and hopefully we can still see them circling whatever they were circling.
All right. And so Sandbar leads you all into the mountains. You begin traveling the switchbacks back and forth, searching out to try to find any hide or head of these griffins. I want all of you to make investigation checks as you walk through this mountainside, looking for signs of griffins or things that griffins might have been circling or hunting. Investigation. I think just investigation intelligence is fine, unless you have a different attribute you'd like to attach to it.
Wisdom is... What even is wisdom supposed to be in 5e?
Wisdom is a catch-all for everything.
Yeah, well, because it changes me on. I can't remember if 5e is the one where it's your awareness of the world around you.
If you want to roll investigation wisdom, I would accept that.
Yeah, it's just... I can't really think of much else that you would use it for.
Sure.
+3 then. 18.
Thank God you guys aced it, because I'm bombing all my shit rolls now before we get into combat.
Rose, a 14. All right. So after a few hours pass, Rose, Tom, and Janlar, you all start to see signs of griffins about a few miles away. They're circling low and in the mountains. You wouldn't have been able to see them from the road. They don't seem to have that same circling pattern that they had before, but they are definitely visible and definitely nearby. You could track them down from where you are. Sambar, however, you were distracted. On the mountains here, you have come across a fresh kill. There is the bones and bloody, ripped apart carcass of some poor deer that seems to have been attacked and eaten by, or at least partially eaten, by one of the creatures of the mountain. You think that perhaps it fell here while it was being transported. It is in a dire strait with its intestines and other things coming out of it. And as you stare upon this, you feel your hunger grow. For your coming across this site, please add 1 hunger to your character sheet.
Okay, so I'm starting back at 1, or am I at 6?
You are back at 1.
Okay, I was a bit worried then. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. So, will you satisfy yourself on this kill?
Oh god, no.
All right.
But does it have antlers?
It whatever antlers were there are broken and shattered along with the rest of the body. In order to not eat of this corpse, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw of DC 1, your hunger. So you're probably safe. Excellent. You survive the temptation to eat at this corpse and move on with your companions.
After this happens, I like just turn to Rose and Gark again. I'm like, the hunger's back. I'm gonna need to be treated eventually, but I'm okay at the moment.
Oh, speaking of Janlar, I took a spell that I think might be able to help you, but I'm not sure. You might be beyond my aid at the moment.
Oh.
But I have it prepared anyways. I might as well use it here, and I'm gonna walk up to him and attempt to cast Lesser Restoration.
You cast Lesser Restoration, and you feel a resistance to the restorative properties of your spell that is too great for you to overcome. It seems that the magic you are using just is not capable of filling the void that was left before.
I thought not. Okay, give me 6 levels, Janlar. Just hold out a little while longer.
Okay. Janlar is resigned to his fate.
Alright. So, after Sambar rips himself away from the corpse in front of him, the rest of you begin tracking your way into the mountains, eventually coming across a scene much like this. There is on the cliffside above you, as you're entering from like down this direction, coming up to the mountains, a cave. Oh my god. I'm sorry, a bird just like attacked my window. It was amazing. So there is a cave in the switchbacks, and outside of it, flying around, you see 4 hippogriffs. But also in the area there are griffins as well, seemingly cohabitating. The griffin leaves and enters, flying about this cave above you in the mountains. These hippogriffs are these ones here to the top. I can't ping. Are flying. But these 2 down here are just perched, standing on the rock, and they kind of stare and look at you as you approach.
I fold my hands like this, and I do a...
Come on, do the voice.
As loudly as I can across the mountain range, I
That was
guess.
excellent.
Nice. You give him a good caca, and please roll me a animal handling check at advantage because you were given the sage advice of Joppin, the druid.
While she
Okay,
does
animal
I cast
handling.
Mage armor on myself.
Okay. And you cast mage armor. A 26. Yes, you give them a caca, and these birds kind of cock their heads and look at you, and the bird-like hippogriffs that are perched just kind of and kind of respond in kind as you draw near.
Great work, Rose. They don't seem to be attacking us directly straight away. This is a good sign.
I hope it is. You think we can approach them?
So why are we here again? Are we going to kill them?
No, we're going to investigate what they're hunting.
Ah.
I mean, if we have to, you just see me like rustle my quiver of arrows. I have arrows. We are good to go.
As we're not here to kill any of them. Plus, they
No.
would be too strong for us anyway.
Not the hippogriffs, I hope. But anyway, I don't want to kill them anyway. They're kind of cool.
Sure.
I just want to step forward and really slowly approach them, I guess.
Okay. As you approach alone, away from the rest of the party members, you see them kind of cock their heads and watch you. These two kind of fly over to the ledge as well, and will perch and just kind of watch you as you come up. But they don't make any outward signs of aggression as you approach. They just kind of do that bird thing where they look at you, occasionally giving you a...
Greg, can I ask, griffins or hippogriffs? Those are the hippogriffs you said, right?
The 4 hippogriffs are here. You have seen a griffin fly in and out of this cave, but as of right now, there are 4 hippogriffs standing here.
But they are monsters, so they don't speak animal, they speak monster. I take it?
I do not know exactly what a hippogriff speaks. However, I do not believe they qualify as a small woodland creature.
No, I mean, like, if I cast speak with animals, not like the woodland.
Oh.
I will
I'm
just
not
try it.
sure.
I'll
You
just
could-
give it a try.
Okay, you're gonna give it a try. Excellent. Let me discover what a hippogriff
I won't
is.
speak horse, though. I'll try to speak the bird.
I have no idea if
The bird half, I guess.
You cast speak with animals, like...
Exactly. They wiggle their butt. It's gonna be amazing.
God, there's so many dragons. Jesus. Okay.
We don't need those right now.
No, I'm trying to get past the D. It's just such a long chapter, man. Sorry.
I had a good chuckle at that one.
It just spills out.
Oh my god, Greg,
Griffins
just
are
stop it.
monstrosities. Hippogriffs are
Damn
also
it.
monstrosities.
Yep.
Yeah, so you cast your speak with animals and attempt to commune with the hippogriffs perched up here. But they just kind of cock their head and look at you. They don't seem to respond to this magic.
But they don't, like, if they're just looking at... Okay. I guess I'm pretty close now. Is there a way up to this cave?
As you have approached away from the party, and you look up at this cave, no. It seems to be a fairly natural occurring cave up at the top. But the cliff up leading to it, while craggy and probably climbable, is not a staircase, nor are there like obvious handholds to make your way up. The creatures themselves can obviously fly there, but you don't see an easy path up from the switchback that you're on.
as she's walking ahead, I'm gonna slowly come up behind her because I don't want to be too far away from Rose. I'm going to say I could put pittance in and we could climb up.
As Sambar, you approach away from the party up towards Rose. You see the hippogriffs become much more agitated as you approach. They begin ruffling their feathery head necks, stomping their kind of hoofy claws in the back, and they make more aggressive sounding screeches as you approach.
Can I attempt to be like, caw?
Yes. You make an animal handling check as you caw at them.
12? That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a 26 though.
It's true.
You reach out your hand and give a half-hearted caw, and the
it's not in my throat.
Yes, it's not in your throat. And the initial one that kind of is perched on this log here beats its wings and kind of flies up into the air and screeches back at you. It's just like, ah! in a clearly aggressive manner.
Yes. I'll figure it out. I just need a moment. It's gonna be okay.
I'm not going to put it down yet. I really don't want to fight a griffin today, or whatever that one is.
Okay.
I just like look back at the party. I'm like, wait, there.
It's not good. Okay, let's see. So it is not really Is it? It's not really climbable, is it?
You could potentially climb it. There are no like handhelds built in. It would be like climbing a natural rock face.
I don't want to turn into an animal because I feel like that would just be confusing. And if I turn into a giant spider, they might eat that. So I will like put up my long sleeves because that's why I became a druid, I guess, to handle these kinds of problems.
Faye,
And I'll try to.
Would you like levitation? I can help you out.
Can you float me up there?
Yeah, no problem.
Is that safe?
20 feet and around. How high is it?
The cliff face itself, it's roughly 25 feet. Yeah.
And then,
You know, I've never flown before. Is that what it's like to fly up there?
I've never flown either. I haven't actually used it on myself.
Well,
I can say, as they're like saying this backwards and forwards with a decent size gap between them, it's not the greatest thing, but it's better than falling.
I'll try it. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes.
Then I'll cast levitate on her.
Okay. Rose, you begin feeling yourself lift up off the ground. And as you look around, you see yourself slowly rising up 5, 10, 15, 20 feet until you're looking this creature here pretty much in the eyes. It kind of ruffles itself back down and looks at you some more. You are now suspended 20 feet above the ground, away from this edge face. I guess you would technically probably have started right next to the edge.
Yeah, I would have had to have her be right next to the edge because I can't move her like left and right.
Yeah, you can't move yourself forward or back here, but you are suspended above the ground, right next to this cliff face.
But I guess I could. Well, I can't move at all. Or could I use? So I do have the whip cantrip, right? Could I like extend a vine, hold on to like I don't know? Is there anything you can hold on to? Is there a brush or?
Yeah, you see,
shrubbery or
these guys are standing kind of on the cliff edge. There's this log here that this guy kind of landed back on, and this kind of this is a large bush kind of naturally growing here on the side of the cliff face.
Right.
You could potentially try to whip onto those.
Yep, I'll try to do that, but I'll try to do it like as far away from them as possible because I really don't want to startle them, you know?
Okay,
Then
all right. So
myself.
what I'm going to have you do is instead of making a check to successfully whip yourself across, I think that's very doable. I think that the real trick to this situation, the danger here is that you aggro the hippogriffs. So I want you to make an animal handling check to probably a disadvantage because you're making a very aggressive move here to like whip an attack to get yourself across and do it in a way that these things are okay with as you lash out near them.
Right. Disadvantage, there we go. Oh, it's a 10.
No. So you get your vines out, whip across, land on this bush here. Your vines wrap around it. You pull yourself forward in the levitation, right past these things, and land next to the bush. The hippogriffs are immediately surprised by this and lift up off the ground, screaming and cawing angrily. And I believe we will be headed into initiative at the other side of our second break here.
Right.
And we will see you in a few.
Bye. Okay.